Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Overland 870 podcast. I'm your host, Brad, and with me, as always, is my sidekick and the leader of the Crayon Brotherhood, Danny. Danny, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, doing real good.
All right, and with us tonight, we have Dustin Cassidy from Cassidy's Adventures. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
And, of course, we have the Iceman, Stephen Moore, who was rescued last night, and I know everybody has tuned in to hear about this fiasco that he has done. So I hope everybody roasts him like the marshmallow that he deserves to be tonight, because he really, really sent us down a bad situation.
Yeah, and I deserve every bit of it.
He deserved every bit of it. So before we get into the gist of what happened with Stephen, we're going to talk a little bit with Dustin and stuff about his channel and the fact that he gets to be a storyteller this year at Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland and Rally. So if I'm not mistaken, this is your first time doing a storyteller at Jasper Jeep Jam?
First time at Jasper Jeep Jam, period.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat there.
Even better.
Yeah, even better.
You need to get in the middle with us.
Well, yeah, we're going to have an Overland 870 section like we did last year.
Yeah.
But so tell us a little bit about your channel and a little bit of stuff that you've got going on up there.
Well, I got a black Dodge that everybody seems to love, apparently, and a little red dog.
Well, that is true. That is true. But how did you get in? How did you get into the Overland filming stuff?
Well, I thought about it for years and years, and about a year and a half ago, I decided it was time to quit thinking about it and just go out and try it. Grabbed my phone and a tripod and headed out with my truck and my old homemade camper, and it just shot up from there.
Well, that's good, man. I mean,
yep, man. I always loved being outdoors and everything over the years, and just finally put a camera up to show everybody what I do.
Awesome. And you got your sidekick you carry with you everywhere, Zinger, right? Your dog?
Yep.
Everybody's got to have a truck dog.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know that. Where was your sidekick at last night while we were out rescuing Stephen?
Home staying warm.
That's where we all should have been last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She was smart.
Well, neither was Stephen.
What
Nope.
A couple of videos ago I watched of yours, you went and stayed in a cabin. Is that like your personal cabin, or did you rent it? How that was like it's an off-grid cabin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually our family cabin.
Okay, that's really cool, man. That was a great video. Great video.
Yep. Completely off-grid. There's not even any solar power or anything back there now.
Yeah, I seen you taking your own water and all that stuff, so I figured it was completely off-grid.
Yep.
So where normally do you run around up in Missouri? What sections are you in?
Generally speaking, I'm about as far northeast as around Elsinore, and then down towards Poplar Bluff, just kind of in that square area there.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So you built your camper yourself for your rig, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So how'd you come? Don did pretty much similar to the same thing for his, didn't he, Dan? He kind of built his.
Yeah. I don't want to. Don, correct me if I'm wrong here. It's a period correct camper shell, and he's kind of modified for overlanding. He put a frame in it after he won that rooftop tent.
Yeah.
Thanks for Rough Country. But yeah, he won that rooftop tent, so he went home and built a frame inside it. So it's that thin aluminum, and it looks like it's going to fall through, but man, that thing's solid as a rock.
Now, Dustin, is your setup similar to that? I mean, are you set up to camp inside your shell in the back of your Dodge?
Oh yeah, I got a homemade setup back there. I built my own bed and drawer system, shelf system in there for my cooler and all that good stuff to set on, my bedding, everything's inside the truck, ready to go pretty much all the time.
Well, that's cool. That's the best way to be. I used to be like that all the time, but apparently I don't get out anymore very much.
After last night, everything in there is kind of thrown around from yanking on somebody, but
Yeah,
I don't have a clue who that would be.
yeah, that was a bad situation. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if anybody that doesn't know what happened last night. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just get into the roasting. We'll get into the roasting a little bit right here because we weren't there for the get go. How long? How you were there stuck for how long, Stefan? How long were you stuck before the first person got to you?
I got stuck about 4:30.
4:30
And the first person got to me between 7 and 8.
Between 7 and 8, and then that's what time you got there, like 9 something, didn't you?
It was pushing 9 o'clock when I got there.
Yeah.
And we got there at 1 o'clock. And you were still trapped in the ice. Listen, explain to us the mindset that told us in the wisdom of Stephen Moore that said, you know what, man, I got a quarter tank of fuel. I got a can of Beanie Weenies and my dog, and I'm just going to go ahead and just run this 65-mile trail, that Tim has given me in the snow, in the dark, by myself. So, I mean, like, just tell me how that worked out. On a 1-inch lift, correct, Darren? You're correct on a 1-inch lift.
I got a 4-inch lift. But it didn't look very big when it was in that ice.
Is it actually 4?
3.
But it was cold outside, so
It was cold outside, so it was actually only a 1-inch lift.
Yeah. Well, so in my defense, I was on my way home from service dog training, and I just impromptu decided I was going to take a trail. Now, I've got food and stuff, all that with me 90% of the time. And anyway, I messaged Tim, and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about running that day 2 trail that you made, but I'm going to go in at Echo Bluff. I said, you think it'll be all right with the snow and the ice? He said, yeah, it should be. I don't have any idea why it wouldn't be.
Oh, so you're blaming right. Tim. So I get where you're going with this. You're blaming Tim.
I ain't blaming nobody but myself. But I asked him about it, and I said, well, because first I asked him how long he thought it would take. And he said, well, if you run out so far and then I come out where Dustin come in, then it'd be just a couple hours, which was just a little bit past that hole. But anyway, I started off there at Echo Bluff, and everything was fine. Wasn't anything any different than what we do in the Ozarks on a regular weekend in the snow.
Now, I have footage. I have footage just to the contrary.
Yeah, but the trail up to the spot I should have turned around really wasn't that bad. It was just slick and snow.
Compared to what?
Every time we go to the Ozarks in the snow.
Dustin, what did you think about? You came from the opposite side, and you came down where the conservation officers told us that not to go, but you came down that way and got to him. What did you think about that side of the trail coming
in? That side of the trail wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I didn't have a single issue. Didn't hardly spin a tire. Going out was a different story. Ended up, but
yeah. According to Jeremy and them that come out there, there's a section that if you come from like the campground area, that's got deeper water holes than what we were in, and spots. That's why I was going to cut off and come out where he went out. But
well, I mean, the conservation. I mean, they called me and Max because we had just left out because Tim had messaged me and said that there were 2 guys, and those I don't know those 2 guys' names, but you know who they are.
Yeah. I met them at Jeep Invasion.
Yeah, they were on their way. They were on their way to you, and so the conservation officer called me and said, "Hey, look, do not go in from the Doe Run side, which where we were at." He said, "Do not go in from there." He said the roads are too bad. So I don't know which way that guy was going in, but he was like, "Don't go that way." So Max and I we were using your grid cords, and we were trying to get there, and it took us all to BFE. It took us all over the place, and then. Luckily, Griffin Anderson was with us. And when we finally made the 4.5-hour circle around you, that we were only like 2 miles away from us.
Yeah.
Which Dustin and them got to you in like an hour. And it took us 5 hours to get to you. That just goes to show if you know what you're doing around your neck of the woods, you know where to get to without having to use a map. So
Yeah, well, that's what's odd to me is I'm sitting in the middle of the water hole at this point, and I literally climbed up on my roof rack and started sending SOS messages. And I took my phone with Onyx and I dropped a waypoint on top of the blue dot. I zoomed it in, dropped a waypoint. That was the first coordinates I sent. Well, then I remembered that Gaia has it where you can pull it up.
Yeah.
And I sent that one, but Dustin got the same coordinates y'all did, and it took him
and he got
straight
right
in
to you
for some reason.
Well, he
But-
came in that way. They told us not to come.
Yeah, but it was not one of my smarter days.
You don't
thing
have
is,
a
though,
whole lot
like-
of no smart day.
I don't know because that.
I
Honestly,
don't.
though,
Okay, so let's just talk about. Let's just say what I saw when I got there, and then Dustin can tell me what was happening before we got there. So we roll up, and you've got two Jeeps there, and you've got Dustin there in his Dodge, and he's on the opposite side of the water crossing.
Mhm.
And we roll in there. You got 40 foot, 50 foot of snatch rope. You got a broke down JK. And then you got a winch that don't work anymore by the time we get there. So tell me how all that happened before we got there.
well, in my wisdom there, I don't know what come across my mind because any normal day I wouldn't have probably done it. But honestly, when I walked across it, that should have been my first red flag. If I can walk across the water, I probably don't need to be driving in it.
Mhm.
But
Probably not.
you could see the definite water crossing, and you could see the bottom, and it really didn't look that deep.
You can see the bottom of the ocean in the Caribbean.
Well, I mean, and like you could see the bottom of it, and it wasn't any deeper than some of the water crossings we cross on a regular basis.
That water was 6 foot deep almost.
At that one end, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, I walked all the way across it and come back, and I went to the right. So you know how it was real white and solid on the right sides?
Yeah.
I went right. The way y'all backed me out, I went that way. Well, then it broke, and my truck slid into the middle. And that's whenever.
He wouldn't have got stuck.
Yeah. Shit, I think anybody got stuck in that.
No, look. Yeah.
But-
So how did y'all break how'd y'all break the belt on the first Jeep? What happened?
He was trying to yank and giving it to
He was
Beans,
using
and
the
he just
yankum
threw the
ropes.
belt off.
Yeah. So, so let's back up. So my truck broke in the water.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't have water in the truck yet.
Uh-huh.
I climb out. Of course, I get wet. Hook my winch up and stuff, and I pulled like 3 foot, and the winch stops. So I let it cool off. Tried it again. It stopped. So I left it hooked up. That way, worst case, I'm still hooked to that side. There's a
In case you floated off or something.
Well, what I was thinking in my mind at this point, there's a hook on that side. We can use it to hook to and pull me across or something if we have to. But so my winch is done because the alternator's wet.
You should just went straight Army survival mode. You should immediately just got out and started building you a tiny little wooden fort, and you just started you a bonfire.
I had a diesel heater and a tent.
You didn't have no gas in your truck.
I had a half a tank when I got to the water crossing.
You had 8 miles till empty when we got you out of the ice.
Yeah, I had over a half a tank when I got stuck. That's how long my truck sit and ran. And the thing was, I was trying to keep it running, but at the same time, I was trying to keep me and Freya warm because I was wet, she was wet, and yeah, running the heater took a lot of the battery life out of it.
Me and your dad joked about the whole way up there when we got there. We were just coming to rescue the dog. That's the only reason we were coming, just to get the dog. And we were going to leave you there because it didn't have a choice but to go with you. So we were just going to come get the dog.
Well, unfortunately, Jeremy and them answered the, I think it was a Missouri 4x4 rescue page that Glenn had posted in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look on here and see what the other guy's name was. But unfortunately, in the process of that, we had 2 bumper failures, meaning like it ripped chunks out of these bumpers off their Jeeps.
Yeah.
And the guy that came down there, his name was John Marsh. He's the one that broke the serpentine belt. Well, his back bumper was good, but his front bumper was not. And then it was the opposite for Jeremy. His back bumper was broke, but his front bumper was good.
We almost pulled the axle out, the rear axle underneath your truck, all getting you out of there.
That's what Griffin said. He said it was touching that other fender. But
we almost pulled the axle out from the bottom of it.
That's how.
Now I got to say this real fast though. If BJ was there, that the Canadian Rescue Squad, they'd have been like, "Oh, hey, you're not even stuck, eh? This is nothing."
When you got little short, fat, dumb rednecks going out in the middle of nowhere by themselves when they shouldn't be, versus BJ that's used to 3 foot, 4 foot of snow on a July afternoon.
What, Dan? What would you have done? Because you've got stuck in the ice, and Kyle, or was it Chris Rexwinkle saved you, didn't he?
No, it was Kyle.
It was Kyle got you.
Yeah. I ran out there on some ice, and I was breaking it, so I just kept going.
Well, that's what I did.
It was on like day 4, day 5 of the trail of Ozark Overland Adventure Trail. And I finally got out there where it was above the halfway mark on my 37s, and I couldn't get up on top of it to break it, and it just kept getting deeper and deeper. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, I guess we're backing up. And then I went to backing up, and all that ice I broke, I mean, it was, probably 3 inches thick, just wadded up underneath the back of my Jeep.
Yep. Yeah, the ice that I've got, which I tried to upload some pictures a while ago, but I didn't get them converted over fast enough. The ice that was underneath Stephen's rig was this, like, legitimately this thick.
Stupid thick.
It was like just huge blocks. I mean, we got out there, Dustin and I got there with a shovel, and we were busting. We had this little razor shovel, whatever it was. That's the greatest shovel ever made.
That shovel was great.
Shout out to Excalibur shovels.
Yeah, that is the best shovel I've ever seen in my entire life. And we're jabbing the ice behind the tires, and we're jabbing it, and we're jabbing it, and we're trying to break it. And then finally we get a small chunk of it. And then Max, we've got the rope back and forth. We've got it up in a tree. We're trying to lift him up, his rear end up to get him up over top of the ice because the ice is so thick. And then every time he backs up, he gets a little bit of weight on it, it breaks. And then when his bottom falls back down, the sandy gravel on the bottom of it is not packed. It's loose. And so he just digs. Every time it just drops down. No 4-wheel drive.
At this point,
he's a 1-tire fryer back there. And I mean, it's just like, we took, I don't know how long, when we got there 1 o'clock, 3 hours. We worked on it 3 hours.
Yep. 3 solid hours.
You can ask, you talking about the ice being thick, you can ask Dustin. He pulled me a lot across, like, because we went back and forth a bunch of times. That's how we tore those Jeeps up. And there's a spot over there by his truck, probably 10, 15 foot from the snow. And dude, you would hit a brick wall, and he measured it, and it was 3 foot deep, or it was 3 foot thick.
Wow.
Yeah. But
I just want to clear this up though, Brad.
You screwed up. Okay, next.
I fucked up. Excuse my language. But at no time did the water go over the Tacoma badges on the side of my door.
Well, only because it was floating like a turd in the river.
Now, I had 14 inches of water inside the truck, but it wasn't even over the light.
It was setting on top. Look, it was setting on top of the eye like a tree limb.
I got to show
I
you this
mean-
while I just got this message. So you know
Yeah.
how Jason had a bad serpentine belt and they were coming back to replace it?
Yeah.
On the way back, Jeremy's battery exploded.
Oh, no
Well,
kidding.
Probably from working that winch over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
His battery started. He said it started smoking,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
his
man.
Jeep shut off, and he
Yeah.
had to get flat towed to the house, and then they used a different Jeep to go put
Yeah.
the serpentine belt on.
I'm telling you, like, and here we go. Like we're laughing and we're cutting up about this, and it when we got there, getting to, I mean, if Dustin hadn't got out there as fast as he got out there, because I mean, you left. We were talking on the phone, and luckily, you know, you knew where he was at pretty much. You kind of knew where he was, and those other two guys got out there and got you pretty fast. But this is where Dan got stuck right here, isn't it?
Kyle got a videographer, by the way.
That's little kid eyes compared to what he was in. That's like snow
See
cone
that,
eyes.
that stuff widened up on his back. On the back.
I'll come back and get you after the.
We don't need
Yeah.
no audio on there.
Yeah.
Hold on, it gets good here in just a minute.
Yeah, it's building up behind your diff, so just sit tight
Yeah.
for a second.
Wait for it. You see me dance. This is fantastic. Freaking Kyle. If you're in the chat, dang you, Kyle. Here it is.
Whoop, 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 whoop. It's in flip flops, bro.
That's them fucking sandals. Excuse my language. I said it again.
It's in flip flops.
I think I had shoes on.
I don't think
Yeah.
you did. I don't think I've ever seen you with
A
shoes
piece
on.
of leather with a strap between your toes is not shoes.
Toe thongs.
Let's see. Yeah, those are shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, how do I cut this off?
You started it.
Like that. But
All
no,
right.
but like, so yeah, we're laughing and we're cutting up. There you go. Yeah.
That's five. So here's 5:30,
yeah.
and here's 9:30.
Yeah.
At no time is the Tacoma underwater.
It's because it's setting on top of the ice.
Hey,
Yeah.
All four
But anyway-
tires were underwater.
Yeah,
They were just
they were
drooped.
floating. Yeah.
95% of the time they were. But
Yeah.
like Dan was saying, it was breaking ice, and I was good
Until
until
you
it
weren't.
broke. Until it broke. When it broke, I was done because the alternator went underwater.
Well, like
Good
we
news, it
said,
still starts.
yeah, like we said, here's the thing. We joke about we have joked about this, but we talked about it behind the
Yeah.
scenes a little bit. The four of us were talking about this before we got on the show, and we laughed about this. That was actually a very, very dangerous situation.
Yeah, it could have been
Oh, yeah.
really bad.
If it had been 3 days before that and it was 0 degree weather, you know, -3, 4, whatever it was, and you know, Stefan's almost out of fuel, stuck in a river, no service. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I had my Starlink with us, zero service with Starlink. Couldn't get
Yeah.
anything. Could not get it to
Mhm.
locate. Couldn't get to do anything. Max had his Starlink. Couldn't get it to. We couldn't get to locate. Couldn't get anything. Couldn't get any service out.
If it wouldn't have been
Uh,
for that satellite
Yeah.
messages, I'd have been SOL.
Yeah. And then, you know, we like to party, we like to have a good time, all that good stuff. That was a bad decision on Stefan's part.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Don't make those choices, people. You know, don't assume that the trail is good to go,
Yeah.
especially
That's,
in a bad situation when you don't know when you've never run it or you don't know what's going on. But
A solid example of always have a way to communicate.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100% correct. Because we couldn't even get you on GMRS. We could till we got
Well-
like right on top of you.
Well, until I hooked my base radio to Dustin's Jackery, I didn't have a
Yeah.
radio.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
My battery, it wouldn't even power up because my alternator was so down. Like even my DC was shut off.
Yeah,
But
it's Yeah. And then we had, you know, which Max, we had that winch. We had it we had triple shackled at one point in time.
Yeah.
With
Mhm.
triple catch blocks on at one point in time. We still couldn't pull you up out of there.
Yeah.
We had to pull you an inch or two and force it to bust the ice to get
Yeah.
you out of there.
Bad deal.
And I fell in the
Well-
water and it got over my boot and it was cold.
I got
My
water in my belly button. That's how deep I got. Which is
Hey,
only
Brad.
5.
You were laying down.
No,
Getting
I
feet
fell
wet.
in it. I got out the truck and the ice broke and it went belly button deep.
Did you?
Griffin, the MVP of this whole
Oh God, I wish
situation
we'd have saw
is,
it.
is Griffin Anderson. So Griffin calls me, and so like everybody is talking and everybody's trying to get figured out who's going to go up there because everybody wants a part of this rescuing Stefan. Everybody wants to be part of this because it's like going to be forever. It's going to be Christmas cards, you know, it's back of milk bottles, everything
Yeah.
else. All this is going to be forever. And so Griffin calls and he's like, "Hey, are you leaving Jonesboro yet?" And I said, "Man, I said Max is on his way right now." He goes, "Are you taking 2 rigs? Or are you taking one?" And I said, "No, we're just going to take Max's Gladiator." I said, "We're going to meet some guys up there." And Griffin's like, "I'm not letting you guys go by yourself." So I'm like, "Okay, well, come on, buddy." I said, "It's going to be about 3.5 hours." And that 3.5 hours turned into 14 hours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no
And,
joke.
he was a trooper, man. He got out there with me and got out there with everybody, and we were pulling winch lines, and we were out there wishing that we knew exactly what we were doing. And we were,
Yeah. Well, he
I,
stayed with me on the way home to make sure the truck didn't die or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know him and that guy that was with him was struggling because he talked
Yeah.
to me all the way home for 2
Oh, we were
hours and
struggling.
45 minutes.
yeah,
that
But
Yeah.
I just seen Cassidy's photo for the Stefan situation. That is great.
That's
yeah, the
great,
one.
isn't
Yeah.
bad and good.
Good. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I saw it just before we got on the show too. I thought that
Yeah,
was
it
amazing.
great. I laughed out loud. But
I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah,
with all seriousness, though, I
absolutely not.
mean, I made a bad decision, and I knew better, and I regret it.
well,
Honestly,
you
I
won't
mean,
live this
it
down
was-
for any time soon.
Yeah, it
No.
was dumb, but
No.
you
No.
live and learn.
We're gonna get you one of them little frozen tiaras, and you're gonna have to wear it around all the time.
Hey,
Look, everybody,
Today-
okay, so listen, I got this now. Just hang on for a second. Everybody in the chat and everybody that sees us on Facebook, when you see Stefan's vehicle out, please put an Elsa sticker on it.
bring
Go
it
buy you a
frozen.
little, go get you a little Elsa frozen sticker. Yeah, that is perfect right there.
Hey, so
That is
at this,
Great.
I've had 6 people ask me what I was naming the truck after today. I don't have a
Uh-huh.
name for the truck, but
Uh-huh.
at this point, I don't know what to call it. Iceman. I don't
Stuck.
know. Yeah. I needed. Okay, so just a
Broken
little,
is what it is.
shameless plug. I needed some Go Treads and I needed some rubber duckies to get me out. And that's what
I need a
came.
winch.
Yeah,
Oh,
you need a
yeah.
winch is what you need.
Problem is the winch was on the wrong side.
Well, the driver was in the wrong spot. What it was.
The driver was not in the right state of mind, I don't guess. But
No, it was that it was. I mean, you know, other than it being really cold and wet, I would not have rather been out there rescuing you with another group of guys. It was fun.
No,
we had a good
absolutely
time.
not.
Everybody, yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. You know, mistakes were made, lessons were learned. We froze. I literally like earlier when I got home from work, I was layered up all day long. I've been cold all day. And you know, no, it wasn't the greatest decision, but if I could have
It
gotten
wasn't even remotely a good
No.
decision.
no, I should have turned around.
Yeah,
If you go by yourself, it's fine. We all go by ourselves. It's going to happen.
yeah,
Except Brad, he's scared of the dark.
yeah. I'm scared of the dark.
But turn around, don't drown,
Yeah,
and make sure you got
Glenn
Extra
Fox
fuel.
used to be the Titanic.
yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Get the iceberg.
The Titanic. Yeah, that's perfect because it did
Yeah.
really
It
well.
went down with ice.
But I
And
mean,
then-
it was 35. It was 52 when I hit the trail. It was 32 when we left.
Yeah, it
And
wasn't
the
as cold
water
as it
was-
could have been.
The water was probably in the negatives.
Yeah,
Toyota-
it
That
was,
water was cold now. That
Yeah,
water
it
Yeah.
was
was
bad
cold.
cold. Like your feet would go numb instantly.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I still feel like parts of me are left out there because it was that cold.
That's called
And-
Hey, but-
pride. It's still.
Hey, I was you lost all that out there.
Yeah.
But you know, but this one this screams another good thing right here. I have recovered personally. I have recovered a lot of vehicles. I've pulled a lot. Let's just say I've yanked a lot of stuff out of the mud, and I pulled people over rocks and stuff. I haven't recovered really bad vehicles, but being out there doing that makes me want to take one of these really good recovery classes.
Yeah.
I mean, that really does make me want to take one of these good recovery classes.
Well, because I mean, you got to think about the aspects of what we had. We had what? Winches with synthetic rope. We had metal shackles. We had soft shackles. We had kinetic ropes. We had toe straps. We had
Yeah.
the good snatch blocks. We had the bad.
No
snatch
brain
blocks.
cells.
We had the smarter of the group. We had the less smart of the group. We had good bumpers. We had bad bumpers.
Yeah, we had good bumpers and bad bumpers.
We had stuff that was a little more durable than others. We learned what
Yeah.
bumpers hold up.
I think
what winches
the
survive.
funniest moment was when we pressure loaded that Harbor Freight snatch block, and I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
Harbor Freight's on deck, boys! Everybody back
Yeah.
up and see what's gonna happen."
Everybody bolted. Yeah, but you know, it.
But I mean, really, I mean, it was. I mean, but you know, like Fluffy and Corey go out and they recover people. That's what they do for a living. If you don't know
Yeah.
that about those guys, that's what they do. They go out and they run tow trucks and everything. And we were sitting there and we were doing that, and I was like, man, boy, it would sure be cool if I could get him on the phone right now.
You know what
He'd
we need
probably
to do?
tell me-
Hey,
Yeah.
I know what we need to do to your Jeep.
Mine?
Yeah,
What?
we're halfway
Put
there.
put the tires on it? What?
We need a tow truck back in on 40s.
My 40s are laying in my yard. I didn't even put them on my Jeep yet.
Yeah, yeah. But I was looks like you know what's bad is that's the second time I've had to use my winch on myself, and it failed the second time. But I've used my winch a bunch. My
Where did you get that
Amazon
winch at? Temu?
No, that's a Harbor Freight. Back when Harbor Freight sold the ones with the wire rope. It's probably 12 years old. It's back
And you used it 2 times?
That's before.
No,
Brad-
on myself. I've used it probably 3-4 dozen times on other people. But
Oh,
what I was going to say
okay.
is my Amazon bumper survived 5 or 6 years of wheeling until today. And now
that thing is trashed.
now the light bar is facing up.
Yeah.
I think
It
my
sounded
ditch
like-
lights are lower than my spotlight.
When we started dragging that truck out of there, it sounded like somebody was rolling up balls of aluminum foil and stepping on plastic cups after Mardi Gras. It was just like crack.
It's terrible.
Snack.
No, what
It
about the
was horrible.
gravel in the brakes driving behind y'all?
Yeah.
Oh God, dude,
Yeah.
it's still squalling.
Yeah.
But-
it was not
but-
good.
It starts, it runs, it doesn't have any issues except to have a broken ABS wire.
Yeah.
And I have mud caked in things that shouldn't be.
Yeah. Nobody got stuck but you.
That's true.
Like
Well,
nobody. Not a
I
single
guess
individual.
technically the serpentine belt made him stuck, but
No, he didn't get stuck.
Yeah.
He was still drivable.
Man.
well, that's true.
Like I see, like
Oh yeah, he was still pulling. He pulled one more.
basically
time.
what I'm getting at is there was 5 other vehicles there that nobody got stuck but you.
Hey, but I
true.
drove for a 2-wheel drive all the way out.
No, you didn't. We pulled you up a hill.
Just one. Just one. And
The one hill that there was there. We pulled you all the way up it.
it was slick because I slid backwards while in drive.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it was a good time. And I thank everybody for trying to help. Steph,
Yeah.
and everybody came together and tried to get out there and get to you. Some people said leave you. I mean, I'm not going to tell who those people were, Darren Parker. But
Well,
I think
Yeah.
we all said that when we were trying to
he's
get him out.
ginger or something, isn't he?
yeah.
What
Yeah,
is it?
the Dodge was there. Yeah. Dodge got right to it, no
Hey.
problem.
Dustin kept trying to bail out. He was like, "Man, my wife ain't heard from me in a long time." He said, I probably need to check in on her. And he kept inching his way towards that Dodge, and I was like, hey, you can send her a satellite message. Yeah, I probably need to.
She never got it.
And then his mom called my sister. Then his dad added me on Facebook. And then my sister called me after I got gas and left.
Hey,
I've told this story at least 85 times today.
Hey,
my wife said I got a 9 o'clock curfew now.
I'm sorry. So we need to turn your Life 360 off.
Hey, this is exactly what it looked like at my house right here. Gina was at a ball game. She was the undertaker, and I just got home from work, and I'm like, hey, I gotta go rescue Stephen. He's stuck in a river in Missouri. She's like, see you tomorrow. I'm like, all right. That's what it was.
I sent Dad a message. Tim was the first one because I knew Tim was familiar with Eminence. I forgot about Jeremy and them. I sent Tim a message. Then I instantly went and sent Dad a message. I tell Dad, I said, I'm stuck in Blair Creek. SOS. Here I am. He said, damn it, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. We were on the phone. He was like, he was talking back and forth to me, and he was like, he goes, we were talking, and after Tim called me and told me you were stuck, and I posted that on the page, and everybody started running around trying to figure out what was going on. We were sitting there, and I called Max up, and I said, hey, I said, looks like some people are going to try to go get Stephen. And he's like, well, that's good, because I think me and Kathy are fixing to cook steaks, you know? And I'm like, okay. And I sat there for a minute, then everybody was talking, and then everybody's like, I'm 2 hours away. I'm an hour 45 minutes away. I'm 2 hours away. And I'm like, man. So I called Max back, and I said, guess what? I said, we're going. He's like, we got to go get him. I said, yeah, let's go get him. And he's like, all right. So
he texted me and said, we're on our way. ETA 10 o'clock, maybe.
Yeah. And it wasn't even, we 2 hours after that.
Thing is, y'all was within a mile or two.
We were. We drove an hour and a half around to get back to you. But he got to my house. I brought rubber boots, a jackery, I grabbed Gina's recovery bag, my recovery bag. And then I said, we get there. I said, I don't want to be without straps or shackles or anything. I don't know I said, we're not going to be, I don't know who's going to be there. Look. And then when we got the message that the other two guys had made down there in Jeeps, and then we got the message that Dustin was there, and then we got nothing from you for 3 hours. The next thing that went to our heads was, crap, somebody else is stuck. I said, they got another. Yeah, somebody's stuck and they're waiting on us. And we're like, so we're messaging. And by the way, I'm going to tell you this in front of everybody that's in that chat room. You need to be more clear when you're sending messages. Your messages are not.
I'm limited to 140
not very
characters.
Clear. Your messages are not very clear.
On satellite, you're limited to like 400 or 140 characters. Spaces.
You used 138 that you didn't need to use.
What do you need? I'm stuck. Here's the coordinates.
No, you're like, come in. I came in this way over here by Bluff Creek Echo is what mine says. It come in all scrambled. And I'm like, there are 3 different entrances to Echo Bluff. Which one did you come into?
There's one entrance at the main gate.
Yeah, but we were sitting here. We were going, we got to get, I'm here. I'm not out. Because you kept saying, I'm almost out. And we're like, is he almost out of the trail or is he almost unstuck? And I kept getting, I'm almost out. I'm like, which end of the trail is he coming out? I'm going out backwards. Well, I don't know which way you came in, so I don't know which way is backwards.
Look, at this point, I was so cold.
Your army training kicked in. What it was is like, just give them misinformation. You'll figure it out in a minute.
Yeah. Just give them enough to make them wonder.
Just give them enough to confuse them.
Yeah.
6-digit grid coordinates. Come on, where you at?
The thing is I give them each end of the trail.
Yeah.
What was that? A 65-mile loop.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 10-digit grid coordinates, and it took them.
And you know what? You sent every one of those cords you sent.
Yeah.
They were different. Everyone was different, but they all landed within like 150 yards, and they were drastically different. Everyone was drastically different.
Is because I literally took my phone and zoomed it into that blue dot where I was sitting on top of my truck and created a waypoint and copied it and pasted it to y'all. And then I went to Gaia and I screenshot it. Do what?
We didn't have any service. We couldn't pull
I
nothing
didn't
up.
either. That's all I had was satellite, and I'm limited to 140 characters.
Yeah, we were.
So
Did
it
you
was
buy
a cluster for a little bit.
a Starlink yet? Did you already order one?
Oh, we have one. It's just me and Dad share it. So
Yeah.
So
We
next time
what
you
is that? Okay, BJ, what is that? What 3 words? What is that? What's he talking about? What are you talking about, BJ? Type it out. What is this? Y'all need to use a program called What 3 Words? Look into that. What is that?
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Chat GPT.
Well, BJ will tell us here in just a second. No, he sent it to me text message. Uh-oh. I'll ask Corey. Yeah, so I mean, like, but yeah, it was hilarious. We were all over the place, but luckily Tim sent me his Onyx and it came through.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
where that's. Oh, no, I was following Tim's trail, and Tim, bless his heart, was in Pennsylvania driving a truck, playing dispatcher
He was dispatcher, yeah.
better
He was
than
taking care of everybody.
man. He was all over the place. And then I don't know who it was. Somebody sent me a message, and they were like, "You're effing famous. You're on like 18 different Facebook pages."
That's true.
And
I don't know
was like,
what Facebook pages they were.
Dude, I was on something.
I started to put you on Grinder because I knew somebody would have found you by that. They'd have
They
found
might have
you.
got me out faster.
Cheer up, Dan. You're just being all quiet over there. He's just sitting there chilling.
Look, that's what happens when you got a birthday coming up.
I know. We're getting ready for that birthday trip. We're getting ready to roll out and do that big stuff.
So what we got planned, Dan? Can you tell anybody on live?
I don't have anything planned other than sitting by the fire, having a cigar, and some old fashions. That is
How old are you gonna be?
43.
Oh, you pup.
Shut the
43.
front door. You don't even have no gray in your beard.
I
He
got-
dyes it.
There's like
He
one.
Just for men.
You can see that one right there. There's one.
You need to start pulling them out. You'll get a bunch of them.
No, I just don't let the world stress me out. Y'all be stressing out about all kinds of stuff, like Stephen getting stuck. Y'all stressing.
I
About
wasn't
that?
stressed out at all. I was laughing the whole time. Ask Dustin.
It's true.
We cut jokes. We cut jokes more than anything while we was out there.
I was stressing out.
Well, you didn't have no
I
Christmas
thought-
tree cakes.
Hey, I was dude. I hadn't ate for like 9 hours. I was starving to death. All your
We're just
dad had in
hoping
that truck
somebody
was a
had
bottle of water.
service when I called when I broke down.
Look, I had
Yeah.
food, but it was 14 inches under the water because it done fell out the seat by that time.
Oh, I swear.
Yep.
Honestly, though, I don't think we could have had a better community
yeah.
to outreach to. Thanks to I don't know who all was involved in the communication, spreading out.
There was a
messages.
ton of people, dude. Like
'Cause
I
know
mean,
it was
a
you
ton
and
of
Tim
folks.
and Dad and
That ain't all the people that was involved in that. There was.
well, see, I don't
tons
even
of
know who
people.
all was involved. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real honest. When I seen it,
you laughed.
I looked down and you said something about being stuck in Missouri, and I said, that sucks. And I set my phone down.
Yeah, because you're in what, Texarkana?
Yeah, I'm in Texas. So, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
sucks
I
to
can-
be you. Ha.
Sucks to suck, don't it?
Hey, you probably would have beat Brad there.
that's.
Yeah.
I wasn't even driving. It was Max.
And he drives pretty quick most of the time.
He was driving fast, but he was flustered, man. He was worried about you. He thought you was drowning in the water or something. He thought you done messed up and done got your head hung underneath the tire.
I
He
kept
wasn't
telling
sure
him,
what-
did y'all not get the messages? This is not an emergency yet.
Yeah.
But
The Canadians New Year's talk. It's a big community.
Yeah.
It was 900. I just looked 984 people from just one post. That's not counting where else it went.
oh, dude, I've had 43 friend requests since 5 p.m. today.
Well, dang, maybe I need to go get my Jeep stuck. Shoot.
Dude,
And you got to get it out of the
Hey.
shop.
hey, I might have got stuck in the creek, but my Toyota's not in the shop.
My Jeep's
It's
not-
about to be.
No, it ain't. I got to fix the ABS wire. I can do that in the driveway.
Y'all see my score of the day? I got a drawer system.
I know that looks good, dude.
What'd you get?
A drawer system.
He got new
Did you see
drawers.
that? Oh,
Let's see.
You
if
can't
I-
did
Glare.
you? Did anybody else look on Facebook and see that Alu cabinet's for sale for $200 for a Gladiator, or $2,000 to sell for a Gladiator?
Oh yeah, I know somebody that's got one for sale.
Like
There's one
what?
for sale.
What kind of Alu cab? Like the camper or just the like
The
shell?
shell.
The shell kit.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Yep.
with circumstances in hand, there's some changes coming to the Silver Iceman out in the driveway.
Titanic. Don't try to church it up.
Hey, we might.
Yeah, don't church that up.
Hey, we need to come up with a name for it because it didn't sink. It just got
Oh,
stuck.
it went to the
turd,
bottom.
hey, it's the turd sickle.
It went to the frame. It ain't brown. It ain't brown. Hey, y'all want to know the best way to shampoo your carpets?
It wasn't a turd sickle because a turd afloat.
It was floating.
Hey, there's not any dirt in my carpet anymore. Because every time I open my door, a wave of water and dog hair.
I'm
come
gonna
out.
glue little frozen Elsa's to all over that thing every chance I get. I'm gonna 3M them to that truck every time I see it from now on.
Hey, I wish I'd have had enough battery to play it because I kept thinking about the song Frozen while I was out there.
It was
That-
I mean, I'm giving you a hard time, but it's
I know
you know,
it. I know it.
you
It
didn't
don't- it
cut
don't
your
hurt my
finger off
feelings.
on a camera tripod one weekend. So I mean I did that.
Hey, at
But-
some point,
Last year, wasn't it?
That was last year, yeah, when I cut my finger off with that thing.
Hey.
And I broke my ankle.
we all
Yeah.
have had our moments where we did not use the best judgment, and
Yep.
some were better than others. But hey,
Yeah.
I'm thankful for everybody that reached out and
That's sweet, Dan.
grouped together and
Well, we got a
Helped
good
out.
we got a good community of people, man. We
Yeah.
got we got a good
and
good community of folks.
I can't even touch the iceberg to who all was involved because
Oh, that's a good one right there.
I don't know who all was involved in the background. Hey, TRD Sickle, I wore it today. I wore it to work today.
That reminds me of turd sickle real bad. I'm not gonna lie.
It does look like turds. Hey, but you know what today is?
The day
The rest of
Dustin,
your the next day of the rest of your life, what?
Dustin's the true hero.
Yeah.
Because he had done got his leg wet all the way to his kneecap. And then Freya broke through the ice and went completely under and couldn't get out. And he ran across the ice and picked her up by her harness and picked her up out of the water.
Well, I didn't know
Yeah,
that
I did.
happened.
Yeah, it was before you got
That
there
happened.
at like 12:59.
She was
Yeah.
soaked.
Yeah, because she
Oh,
needed to go to
man.
the bathroom, so I let her out of the truck. Well, we was messing with something, trying to get chunks of ice out from the back tire, and she ran around the
Yeah.
front where me and him had already pulled forward.
Yeah.
And that chunk that used to be in front of my truck, she went across it and it broke. And she went completely under, harness and all. Thankfully, she had a harness on
Yeah.
Wow.
because that's how we got her back in the truck because she learned that she does not like ice water.
Well, nobody
But
likes
neither do
ice
I.
water. Unless you're
I don't like
thirsty.
it
She
either.
found out the hard way, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she's good. Like she laid in the back seat and whimpered, but that's part of why my battery was so bad because I turned the heater full blast for hours.
I am 3D printing you a turd sickle badge as we speak.
Is it gonna be an iceberg?
No, it's gonna be a turd sickle.
Hey, so you got 3D printer?
Yeah. I got two. Well, you can see two in the background back there.
Do you know how
I
to
got
use it
two.
though?
Yeah, I got two Mars 5s right there, and then I've got a Elegoo Centauri Carbon over here on an effing whatever it is, a filament printer over here too.
Look, I need the connections for anything that'll hold a shovel, an axe, a recovery rope.
Yeah, you need all that stuff. A snorkel,
uh,
you know, a
anybody
thermometer.
that's got a TRD rear end that I can have a locker for front and rear.
Turd sickle.
I think it's time for 35s because
Yeah.
y'all pretty much flared out my back fender wells for me.
Yeah, there's nothing left back in there.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I'm missing
Man.
some plastic.
Oh, it was good. I'm glad we got everybody taken care of, and I'm glad everybody got home safe. And I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
did you figure out? What happened to your 4-wheel drive? What happened to yours, Dustin? Did you figure out what happened to it?
I didn't dig into it yet.
Yeah. So I mean, we come
It
out of there
sounded
with
like it's probably going to be a transfer case, but one of the hubs could have broke for all I know. But like I said, I didn't dig into it yet.
You were hammered down
Okay.
pretty hard.
yeah, we came out of there with
Yeah,
four
I was
of
pretty rough
what was
on
it,
it trying to
five-
yank on him. So
Yeah, he was rough.
Yeah, what? 4 of 6 vehicles come out of there broke
Well,
Yep.
with damage, yeah.
or damaged. Yeah.
Or
yeah,
both.
I had another scare on the way home, but thankfully it kind of resolved itself.
Oh, what happened then?
I got a real bad misfire. Bad enough I was looking for smoke behind me.
Oh,
I eased off to the gas station. By the time I got stopped, it quit missing, and I just took off on down the road. I don't know.
I had a weird incident too. Mine went the wrong direction, and next thing it was gurgling water. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, so I've
Done
started,
that all by itself, right?
Yep. GPS.
anytime my Jeep starts giving me problems, I just turn up the radio now. Just
Hey,
keep going.
you know how you take care of that problem? Just drive it off down there in Blair Creek. About February
Get out and
the
walk
2nd.
off and leave it there.
About
yeah.
February the 2nd.
I'm on 37s. I probably would have made it.
No.
Dude, I don't know. Like
I
really,
honestly-
truly, like seriously.
Truthfully, low, honestly, like I don't know if 40s would have got you out of that because
I
the ice
think
is so
you
big.
need a 5.7. You need a 5.7 conversion to get out of there. You need a 5.7 to get out of there. You need a 5.7 conversion to get out of there. Yeah. No, I don't know if you got that was. I mean, realistically,
America's
that
Most
was.
Wanted.
Yeah, that was a very deep shelf. I
Yeah.
mean, that was. I mean, it was just a shelf of ice.
And I think
So-
honestly, the way it was, since that's such a, from what I understand, that's a pretty well traveled water crossing.
Yeah,
It felt like to me it was kind of
it probably is traveled very well during the summertime,
yeah.
not in the dead of winter when
Well,
it's full of ice and impassable.
No kidding.
Yeah.
it was not impassable.
It was impassable that night.
It wasn't.
The
I made
definition
it. I
of
made it
impassable.
75% away across.
You know what 75% of 100 is?
75%.
Not finished. Still impassable.
Trail 1, Stefan 0.
yeah, definitely is.
I'm gonna go down and put a sign down there that says "Abandon all hope, you who enter here in the wintertime."
So we're gonna start a poll. Y'all can put it on the Overland 870 page or on my page. We got to name the Tacoma at this point.
Turd sickle.
Nothing like that. We need to name it something.
Nothing like that.
It wasn't no turd sickle. It didn't turn brown. It didn't die.
Yet.
It limped.
Alright.
It made it home on its own power, unlike the 4-letter words that pulled me out.
Who? Right. We pulled you out.
Yeah, y'all pulled me out.
Yeah, we pulled you out.
The other two failed though.
The other
Yeah,
two,
they did.
the other two ducks did not.
Hey. It. Yeah.
Hey,
Those
I
guys
tell you
also.
what, Dustin got in that Dodge and fired that thing up. Dad said, "Oh shit, that's a badass Dodge. Listen to that thing." And he hammered down. He goes, "Oh God." And then we hit that
God.
rock shelf, and I was like, "My front end's broke."
Yeah, it felt like I pulled you into a brick wall.
Oh, dude, it
Uh.
sucked. I thought you done took my CV axles and just split both tires both directions.
Well,
Sharp as
I
that
want to go
wheel
over.
was turned, it looked like
Yeah.
it.
I want to take a break from this for just
Yeah.
1 second to go over a couple of things because we're coming up to the end of our time limit here. So I just want to let everybody know. So like Dustin was supposed to be on tonight, and we were going to talk mainly about him being at Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland and Rally, talking about his stuff. But luckily for him, he came out and got in the middle of this rescue and helped us out to get everything done. So he kind of by default, we had to talk about Stefan's horrible decision that he made. But starting next week, we're going to start touching base with everybody that's going to be a storyteller at Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally. We're going to have one of them come on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have Dustin back a little bit later, so he gets to talk a little bit more about what he's about, his channel, and everything that's going on. So you guys know a little bit more about him when the Jeep Jam comes around. You guys can go and talk. Overland 870 and Arkansas Broncos are going to be co-hosting a axe throwing contest at Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so you guys make sure you go get your tickets for that. Get ready to come out and hang out at that event. Lisa and Kyle always do a good job with that. We find that as a very family fun hangout. We have a good time, laugh and cut up. All the 870 people will be there. We'll have our own designated camp area. So if you guys want to get over there and just hang out and do some stupid crap, we'll be there. Of course, the Feral Chicks will be there. They're doing some stuff. There's going to be a lot of folks there at that event this year again. And it's always for a good cause, and it always is very fun to hang out with. So come by and check that out. Dan's a storyteller there. He's going to be telling some stories. I think we got Corey Big Rock is one. Who else is one of our storytellers if there's in Overland 870?
I'd have to look at the list again.
Yeah, the list is big. Oh, we got Chris
The list
is
is
there.
big.
Fast Rack's going to be there.
Fast Rack for
There's
sure.
a ton of people going to be there. Hey, and then Dave Canterbury is going to be there, guys. In case you guys don't know who that is.
No idea.
You don't know who Dave Can Dual Survival Dave Canterbury. You don't. My gosh, dude, he's amazing. Super awesome. The Black Pearl, I like that. Except his truck is not black or a pearl.
I mean,
Good
I know
try.
who Chesty Puller is. That's all I needed to know growing up. I don't
But guys, we're coming up on the end of our time limit here for tonight. I'm super sleepy. I have not got to get any rest at all since we did this, and I had to work all day long. Dustin, thanks for coming out, buddy, and hanging out with us and talking about this
Thank y'all for
stuff.
having me.
Stephen, thank you for providing us with plenty of comic relief for tonight. We enjoyed that.
You're welcome. I hope you sleep
Please
well.
don't. I'm going to sleep very well tonight. Please don't go get stuck again, because we will not rescue you for the next 30 days. You've exhausted all your support.
I will ignore the phone call.
Ignore the phone call. Dan, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, as always, bro. And everybody, thanks for jumping in and catching back up. We're sorry we've been kind of erratic with the schedule with the podcast, because this is my busy time of the year with work. So I'm out running around all over the place. We've had a couple technical difficulties trying to get stuff done, but we'll be back every Tuesday night, 7:00. We'll start getting the show lineup out for you guys, and please come back. Don't forget about us. Hang out, have a good time, and all that good stuff. And I guess that's all we got for tonight, guys. Stephen, are you good? Can you get out of your driveway in the morning?
Oh yeah, it's still free.
Okay,
It
just
still
make
starts
sure.
and everything. There's only
Dan, I will
20
see-
inch of ice.
Dan, I will see you this weekend. Guys, everybody have a good night. And as always, thank you for watching the show.
Good
Peace
night,
out,
y'all.
folks. Have
Thank
a good
you,
one.
everybody.
Later.